Welcome to Stage 4 Dreams, where real stories spark real dreams. This is the journey of a boy who turned hunger into hunger for greatness. Let's begin. Arthur Ashe's story is one of resilience, talent, and profound impact both on and off the tennis court. Born in Richmond, Virginia in 1943, Ashe grew up in a segregated society where opportunities for black athletes were severely limited. Despite these obstacles, he found his passion early, picking up a tennis racket as a young boy and practicing relentlessly on the courts in his neighborhood. His father, who worked as a caretaker for a local park, encouraged his discipline and determination, instilling in him the values that would shape his life. As he developed his game, Ashe faced countless barriers. At a time when tennis was a predominantly white sport, many clubs and tournaments remained closed to players of color. Nevertheless, his talent was undeniable. By his teenage years, Ashe was already making waves in junior tournaments, earning a scholarship to UCLA, where he further honed his skills and earned a degree in business administration. His collegiate career was marked by impressive victories and the steady refinement of his elegant, strategic playing style. The 1960s was a period of social upheaval in America, with the civil rights movement challenging the foundations of segregation and racial inequality. Ashe's rise in tennis coincided with this cultural shift, and he became a symbol of progress simply by excelling in a sport that had long excluded black athletes. In 1968, he made history at the US Open, becoming the first black man to win the prestigious tournament. The victory was more than a personal triumph. It was a milestone for representation, inspiring countless young people who saw in Ashe the possibility of breaking through barriers. His playing style was characterized by a quiet confidence, tactical intelligence, and remarkable sportsmanship. Ashe was not the most flamboyant player on the court. Instead, he relied on patience, precision, and an ability to read his opponents. His calm demeanor belied a fierce competitive spirit, and his matches were often masterclasses in strategy and composure under pressure. Ashe's career reached another historic pinnacle in 1905 when he won Wimbledon, defeating Jimmy Connors in a stunning upset. Once again, Ashe broke new ground as the first black man to claim the title at the revered All England Club. The moment was a testament to his skill, perseverance, and the quiet dignity with which he carried himself. The image of Ashe lifting the trophy remains iconic, a powerful reminder of how sport can challenge and transform social boundaries. Beyond his achievements on the court, Arthur Ashe was deeply committed to activism and social justice. He understood that his platform came with responsibility, and he used his visibility to speak out on issues of race, inequality, and human rights. Ashe was never one to seek the spotlight for its own sake. Instead, he approached activism with thoughtfulness, courage, and conviction. He advocated for racial equality in tennis and beyond, pushing for greater integration and opportunity within the sport. Ashe also became involved in international causes, speaking out against apartheid in South Africa. He was vocal in his opposition to the racist policies of the South African government, participating in protests and calling for the end of discrimination. In 1973, Ashe was finally granted a visa to compete in South Africa after years of being denied entry, a moment that highlighted both the persistence of injustice and the power of perseverance. Ashe's activism extended to education and health, especially after his own life was profoundly affected by illness. In the late 1980s, Ashe was diagnosed with HIV, contracted from a blood transfusion during heart surgery. Rather than retreating from public view, he chose to speak openly about his diagnosis, using his experience to educate others and combat the stigma surrounding HIV/AIDS. Ashe became a leading advocate for research, awareness, and compassion, demonstrating the same grace and courage that had defined his athletic career. His legacy is not only found in the trophies he won, but in the lives he touched and the barriers he broke. Ashe founded organizations to promote education, tennis, and health, including the Arthur Ashe Foundation for the Defeat of AIDS and the National Junior Tennis League, which introduced thousands of underprivileged children to the sport. He believed that access to opportunity was essential for social change, and he dedicated himself to creating pathways for others. Arthur Ashe's story also reminds us of the importance of perseverance in the face of adversity. He encountered racism and exclusion at every stage of his life, yet he responded not with bitterness, but with dignity and resolve. Ashe's approach to activism was measured and strategic, rooted in a belief that progress required both courage and collaboration. He understood that real change was driven by empathy, education, and the willingness to challenge injustice wherever it appeared. Throughout his life, Ashe remained a thoughtful and introspective figure, often reflecting on the broader meaning of his journey. He wrote extensively, sharing insights on sport, society, and personal growth. His autobiography and other writings continue to inspire those who seek to understand not only the challenges of breaking barriers, but the responsibilities that come with leadership. Arthur Ashe passed away in 1993, but his influence endures. He is remembered as a champion in every sense of the word, a master of his sport, a voice for justice, and a model of integrity. The stadium at the US Open was renamed in his honor, a fitting tribute to a man who transformed the game and left an indelible mark on its history. Ashe's life teaches us that greatness is not simply measured by victories or acclaim, but by the impact we have on others and the courage we show in standing up for what is right. He proved that sports can be a powerful force for social change, that one person's example can inspire a movement, and that the quest for equality is a journey that demands both action and heart. Whether on the tennis court or in the fight for justice, Arthur Ashe's legacy is a reminder of the enduring power of hope, resilience, and compassion. His journey encourages us all to pursue our passions, challenge injustice, and use our voices to lift those around us. In the words he often used to inspire others, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. That simple message remains as relevant today as it was during Ashe's extraordinary life. A call to action, an invitation to dream, and a lasting tribute to a true pioneer. Like this video if you believe in your dream. Comment, what challenge are you ready to tackle? Subscribe for more true stories of real-life champions just like you.